Let the party begin.
Let it begin.
Your healthy radio addiction starts now.
What's up, everyone? How's everybody doing?
Motorcycle Madhouse on Spotify and iTunes Radio.
Ed, how you guys doing? Welcome to Motorcycle Madhouse Biker News. Yes, you can see something different if you're over on the YouTube station, and you're probably hearing a lot better audio over on motorcyclemadhouse.com. You know, it is so funny, man. I think we spent like $300 on the mic I've been using with Motorcycle Madhouse Radio, and my kid of all people say, "Hey, Dad, try this one out." So I put this one on. I was like, man, that sounds a hell of a lot better. Freaking $100. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It sounds better than the one that I had before. Unbelievable. So I actually looked into these mics, and yeah, there's another one I'm getting, but it sounds a lot more better than the condenser mic I had. My God, what the hell is wrong with people? Anyway, we have a big show for you today. I am going to talk about an article by Mr. Wizard's Back. Yesterday we had on his apprentice, and today we're going to be talking about 15 motorcycles that motorcycle club members apparently like, according to Mr. Wizard. Wait till you see some of these. You're going to be like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Also, I'm going to be talking about the media. That's going to be my first thing up. And you're going to see why, and I'm going to put this in the context of motorcycle clubs, why they cannot stand talking to the media. And you're going to see, again, it's not a story that has to do with bikers, but it has to do with the way they write. So we're going to be talking about that. Also, we're going to give a highlight out there to some bikers that are doing great during this coronavirus thing. Hopefully you guys are doing great on the lockdown. I know Illinois is locked down. New York, they're pretty bad right now with the cases. I think they make up about a third of the cases in the United States. And then California, man. But anyway, hopefully you guys are doing good. Hunker down, wash your hands. And the new word of the country is social distancing. So make sure you stay away. You see somebody coughing, run the other way, man. So anyway, let's cue that intro, and then let's get to the news.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7, 24/7.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
It's Motorcycle Madhouse on Spotify and iTunes Radio.
First up, now this is what I was talking about with the media and how they report. Again, it has nothing to do with biker stuff. Well, it does have a lot to do with biker stuff, and one of the main reasons why clubs don't like talking to the media. Out of WIFR, yes, this is right down the road from me, and this is what they wrote, and boy, it's causing a firestorm here in northern Illinois. Arizona man dies after taking medication or medicine touted by Trump to treat COVID-19. Now, you heard that title, right? Phoenix, an Arizona man who has died and his wife in critical condition after the couple took a medicine touted by President Donald Trump as treatment for COVID-19. Banner Health says the couple in their 60s took chloroquine, a malaria medication, and got sick within 30 minutes. What they didn't tell you was that is a fish tank cleaner that they took. It wasn't prescribed, and no, it wasn't a medication that was real for what he's talking about. It's a fish tank cleaner. It's unclear if the couple ingested the medication specifically because COVID-19, the disease caused by the coronavirus. The medicine is usually obtained by prescription, and Banner Health is urging medical providers against prescribing it to people who aren't hospitalized. It was never prescribed to them. Again, it was fish tank cleaner. Last week, Trump falsely stated the Food and Drug Administration has just approved the use of chloroquine to treat patients infected with coronavirus, even after the FDA chief clarified that the drug still needs to be tested. It's being used. And you know what? Mayor Cuomo, which I gotta give you, man, I love the guy's press conferences, how he handles stuff. I don't agree with a lot of his political views, but he's doing a great job. They're testing it tomorrow. They're starting tomorrow. And a lot of people are saying, well, erythromycin, that don't have any effects on a virus. Well, that's true. That is what the anti-malaria drug's for. And then there's always a bacterial infection, namely pneumonia, that comes right afterwards. So they're treating it in one pop. And one guy just did come out about this. He was on his deathbed and he was given this mixture and he was up and gone, man. So this is why clubs will not talk in the media. For one, the headline is totally wrong. And for two, you can see an agenda here. And personally, I think there needs to be a retraction right away. Because they're putting people's health at risk by telling them, well, you could die from this medication. They ain't telling them that it's fish tank cleaner. And you're going to have people get scared to take this type of stuff. Irresponsible reporting at the highest freaking degree. I hope somebody sues the hell out of them. Because this is going to cost people lives. And derangement syndrome. This is enough, man. It really is. This is a national crisis. Come together as a freaking Americans. Check my other video out. Anyway, kind-hearted bikers to deliver care packages for vulnerable during the COVID-19 outbreak. One biker family is on lockdown. Now, this is where we all come together, man. This is bikers right here. And this is out of the Stoke Sentinel out of the UK. So we got some news for you over in the UK. Kind-hearted bikers are rallying around to take emergency essentials to the elderly and most valuable in Stoke-on-Trent and North Staffordshire. The Phoenix Motorcycle Club, along with Skin and Ink Tattoo Studio in High Lane, Burslem, will be putting together paper bags containing emergency items to help people last through any possible coronavirus isolation period. We are in isolation until the 7th, I believe. Even though I'm out there on my mountain bike, getting my exercise because my gym is closed. They will be starting in Blurrington before expanding the operation to the wider city area, including Burslem, Tunstall, and Kidsgrove. The ideal was the brainchild of club member Kelly Axford and husband Darren, the club chairman, after they were self-isolated for a night. Again, great job over there, guys. You guys rock. That is killer. Now, let's get into Mr. Wizard. Mr. Wizard's back. And these are the 15 most popular motorcycles among motorcycle club members. He starts out, and this is by Ali Alama. Yes, the Mr. Wizard. I don't know what it is over there at hotcars.com. I know you guys are watching me because you linked to some of our news. Come on the show, man, and, we'll try to educate you a little better in these articles you're doing. We consider a lot of the stuff that's being put out satire. Yeah, you get a little it right, but the rest, come on, guys. Do your research over at hotcars.com. You got a great publication. I love your muscle cars and all that, your articles on that. But when you're diving into motorcycle club stuff and all that, and I know you're doing it for headlines and clicks because you already know that bikers, they go towards this kind of stuff. So try to get it together, Mr. Wizard, or come on the show and we'll educate. He goes on, one thing that unites all motorcycle clubs above all else is the love for bikes. I got to agree. Not only do members of biker clubs appreciate the beauty and freedom that motorcycles offer, but more often than not, they know everything about them. You think? And over the years, it's become a habit or more of a tradition for motorcycle clubs to exhibit their unity through the uniformity of the type of motorcycle they ride. Okay, yeah, you know, you got Harley-Davidson out there for the most part. Then you got clubs that are sport club bikes. Yeah, so far, you know, decent. So it's not uncommon for motorcycle clubs to be based around one brand of motorcycles. You're getting it, Mr. Wizard. You're hot. You're hot, Mr. Wizard. From the sputtering agile motorbikes to the more subtle classic ones, there's a bike for everyone and every club. And while we may not know much about them given the level of secrecy motorcycle clubs operate in, or even trust them, we definitely trust in their taste in bikes. Wow, what a free... What? Secrecy motorcycle clubs operate in. You know, we're definitely going to have to get you on the show so I'd educate you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, Mr. Wizard. You need to come on the show. You need to call 847-957-1686. Get me on the studio line. We're going to get you on the show, and we're going to talk about this. We need to talk about this. A real journalist will back up his words. So, it's time for a debate, Mr. Wizard. I know you guys are watching me, because again, you're putting you're linking up to us in some of your articles, so that's good. We love it. We appreciate it. But you need to really come on the show so I'd educate you. Or edumacate you, whatever you want to call it. Number 15. Here we go. The Triumph Tiger. Now, you know what? I love Triumph. I love a freaking off-road bike. But this ain't one that's in a motorcycle club. Not here in the States. Now, I got to say that. I'm talking from the United States point. No! Triumph has been an icon of performance in the UK. Hey, my first one was a Triumph. My first bike was a 77 Bonneville. It was not this. Especially with models like the Triumph Tiger. Both road-orientated and off-road models of this bike are found, making it even more of a sought-after bike as a bike with a minimum of 800 cc's and able to reach 125 miles an hour. It's easy to see why the bike has sold over 18,000 units in the UK alone. Not so much in the United States. Now I'm talking about a United States viewpoint. Remember that. This British beauty is admired by both old and new school riders as the manufacturer provides different models, some with a more classic look to them. The bike is most popular in its country of origin, and a lot of bike clubs have adopted the Triumph Tiger as their club bike. Okay, you guys in UK, I know who you are. Let me know in the comment section if this is true. But here in the United States, no, it ain't true. For one, in the United States, most clubs, you got to have a 1200 cc or above. Again, most clubs, not talking about all clubs. So, don't give me the hate mail. 14, you're not going to believe this one. The Honda Rebel 500. It's a 500, Mr. Wizard. With bikes like the Fury and Phantom, one could tell why Honda has become loved by a lot of people around the world. I thought the article was about motorcycle club members, freaking Mr. Wizard. You're on a sales pitch here. Come on, let's get with the freaking program. This elegantly designed, minimalist-looking motorcycle dominated the market upon its release. Given the fact that this is a 470cc bike, it is not considered a fast bike in comparison with its cruiser competitors, but the comfort, engine performance, and the clean design the Rebel make, it is a preferred choice for a lot of bikers nowadays. Yeah, if you're beginning, again, disclosure, I'm talking about the freaking United States here. The BMW R9T. Man, it's an ugly looking bike. Ugly. BMW has done a great job producing both quality cars and bikes, something a lot of other car manufacturers have not been able to do. Probably one of their proudest creations is the R9T family. This 1100cc beauty of a bike, no, this ain't beauty, man. Mr. Wizard, this is not a nice looking bike, okay? Not here in the United States. I can't agree. You know, I love the BMW product line, I don't like this bike the way it looks. And it's capable of reaching 125 miles an hour, is known for its durability and great performance, something that has made the bike optimal for long trips at a decent speed. Again, BMWs are awesome. That design, not so much. The Kawasaki Ninja, number 12. This, yes, I have to agree, can be used in most sports clubs. It's a nice looking bike, you know, everybody knows that I like freaking sports bikes too. I like anything with two wheels. It's a good looking freaking bike, I gotta, admit. It's safe to say that the Ninja series has been one of the most successful production Kawasaki's has had so far. Agreed. The series includes bikes like the Ninja 650R with the top speed of 124 miles an hour and 52 horsepower at 8,500 RPMs. It's become obvious why the 650 bike is desired by many. I don't know. What do you guys think of that 124 miles an hour, man? I think, maybe, 135, 140. I don't know. I got to look at the specs on this thing. Ranging from speed clubs to your typical cruiser ones, you can find a Kawasaki motorcycle club almost anywhere. The bike has also become strongly associated with street racing. Yes, it has. Personally, I had many katanas. I like katana. Especially in the Asian region where the Kawasaki has gained a lot of well-deserved popularity. Rock on, Asia, I can't dispute that. Here in the States, it's a street, sport bike club. Number 11, the Ducati Scrambler. Boy, yeah, right. Oh, come on, Mr. Wizard. You're serious? Known for their Desmo engines, Ducati has made a name for themselves through being the first motorcycle manufacturer to successfully implement Desmo dramatic valves in their bikes back in 1956 and managed to attain multiple victories. The competitive, you should have put in the competitive racing scene, Mr. Wizard. They still should use this technology, and with a bike like the Ducati Scrambler, it's evident how successful it is. It's an 800cc bike, reaches 120 with 72 horsepower at 8,250 RPM, and has been one of Ducati's best-selling bikes. Now, something like this, again, has to be Asia, or I would even say Middle East or Africa, the way it's set up. But here in the United States, club members ain't riding that. The Suzuki DL1000 V-Storm is number 10, and no, that ain't being used in motorcycle clubs. What is you guys' problem, Mr. Wizard and Apprentice? Suzuki is one of the most prominent names in the motorcycle world, and yes, I love Suzuki. I have a Boulevard for a backup bike, My Fat Boy is used for freaking local stuff. My Boulevard I use for freaking long distance stuff because I just think it rides better and it don't have the 18-inch ape hangers that I got on the damn things. But it is a prominent and it's a competitor. And one of the bikes that lead their sales is the DL1000 V-Storm. The bike comes at a very reasonable price and provides amazing performance on almost any terrain, while still looking like a bike you could take for a cruise. Given the nature of this 1000cc bike and its ability to challenge any tough terrain with a top speed of 125 miles an hour, it's gained popularity internationally and has become a top choice for a lot of off-road motorcycle clubs. Maybe off-road, yes, some of the other ones off-road, but when you're talking motorcycle clubs, most people are thinking, cruiser clubs. Let's see here, the Aprilia RSV Millie. Now that's a beautiful damn bike right there. You know what? I'd race that sucker in a heartbeat. That's number 9. What started out as a bicycle and scooter manufacturer ended up becoming one of the world's leading high-performance bikes producers. Being a small capacity bike in general hasn't stopped this Aprilia from gaining its fair share of admirers, especially with the company's release of the 1000cc V-twin RSV Millie. Produced until 2003, a lot of people considered this bike to be ahead of its time with the futuristic design it had, and the engine packed a staggering 167 miles per hour. It's kind of like the Buell design without all the plastics, so, you know, I would take a Buell any day. 8, the Yamaha YZF R6. Boy, is she beautiful. Again, this is a sports bike club type of deal. There's a lot to say about the Yamaha, and one of those things is its ability to consistently provide people with high-quality bikes like the YZF R6. The bike has gained so much love that is still in production ever since it's first introduced in '99. Despite having a few alterations back in 2017 so that the bike resembled the R1 a bit more, the engine remains untouched with a rear wheel power of 127 horsepower. The KTM Duke, again, this has to be an off-road motorcycle club you're talking about here. Known for their off-road motorcycles, KTM started out as an underdog in the motorbike manufacturing world, with constant production of high-quality bikes, and with bikes that like the Duke series, it becomes clear how KTM was able to sell more motorcycles than Harley-Davidson in 2008 or 2018. That's not really hard right now, man, with Harley-Davidson. They're like down. Several KTM clubs host rallies where like-minded people can come together and share their passion for the performance this bike can provide, in addition to gatherings that can last from anywhere from a day to several. 6. I cannot believe you included this in a bike club. Again, most bike clubs is 1200 cc or above. Yes, there's clubs that have it lower than that, but this ain't a mainstay with motorcycle clubs here in the United States just because it says Harley-Davidson. It's a 750. I agree that they needed a 750, but I don't think they're ever going to be able to compete against Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha in that CC bracket. You know, that train long ago passed, man. You know, they're not going to be able to get on that train, and, you know, actually, they're having a hell of a time selling these things. The most iconic bike in the world of cruisers and motorcycles, the Harley-Davidson has solidified its place as the #1 choice for most well-known motorcycle clubs. The company has done a great job, from the admirable details the bikes have to a formidable engine capability. I don't know, man. I wouldn't ride it, man. I'd ride a Honda Shadow before I'd ride one of these. With that being said, one of the world's best-selling motorcycles was the Harley-Davidson Street 750. What? I have to look that up. I cannot believe that. I have never even seen one on the streets. What about you guys? I know here in Northern Illinois and the states around me, I haven't seen these things. The smoothly designed exterior and finely tuned engine were what made the bike so desired. And for a cruiser motorcycle, the 750 provides a more than enough speed of 110. Yeah, try riding that sucker on the freaking highway, man. Even 1200 Sportsters are freaking tough. Let's get into the top 5. Royal Enfield Classic 350. Boy, do I love Royal Enfield, man. I'm going to have to get me one of them. Despite being a vintage bike, the Royal Enfield Classic 350 has gotten the attention of many. Again, I love them. Especially in the more recent years, the bike went on to become the brand's best-selling bike, and it's for a reason. The attention to detail in the bike's design and smooth engine performance make up the humble 68-mile-per-hour bike. This is one that's used in India mostly. It is also used in China. You know, they want the lower CC bikes out in Asia, China, and maybe the Middle East. But 68 miles an hour here, it's not going to be used as... Okay, number 4, the Moto Guzzi V7. And boy, is this uglier than sin, man. It's all chrome. But hey, I guess it's popular over in Europe, man. You guys let me know what you guys think over in Europe. There's a reason Moto Guzzi is the oldest European manufacturer that still produces bikes, and it's simply because of their ability to produce bikes like the V7. This bike was able to rival Triumph's famous Roadster, second best-selling model, the Bonneville. The V-Twin 750cc bike was so successful Several other bikes were made as successor of the V7, like the 2010 Clubman Racer or the 2012 Special. You know, one thing that really does bug me is Norden, man. What they did to that company is messed up. Norden is awesome. I love them damn bikes. And they really killed that damn freaking company with what they're doing. That's what corporations do. Number 3 on the list, MV Agusta Brutale 800. MV Agusta sure has proved its capability of producing bikes that compete with top manufacturers around the world. This is kind of like a freaking Buell right here, but the suspension's totally different. It looks like it's an independent suspension. It's mostly a race bike. It looks like maybe a road bike. I don't know, man, the way it looks. Especially with the release of the Brutale 800. Being a light bike with a weight of almost 360, powered by an 800, enables the bike to reach a top speed of a terrifying 151 miles an hour, which has made the bike very common in street racing clubs. Yes, I can see that with the top speed of 151. I don't know, man. My Katana could laugh at 140. Yeah, I could see it in a racing club. Yeah, I could. But, I think there'd be too much wind resistance on this one to actually race it, against, say, a Busa or, something else down that line. Number 2, the Benelli TNT. Boy, what the hell is that thing? I don't know any club here in the United States that's going to use that. Benelli Motorcycles is a motorcycle manufacturer that went from producing and repairing Italian war vehicles and high-powered bikes to producing affordable mid-sized bikes after ownership was transferred, of course, to a damn Chinese company. The group's efforts and passion for bikes were reflected in the recent success Benelli has witnessed, with sales surpassing that of Ducati. Bikes like the TNT series are what brought the company its recent recognition, as they have become one of the best-selling naked motorbikes. I guess, yeah, it's naked, all right. That's what you want to use on that damn thing, man. Holy cow. You guys, you know what? Again, on motorcyclemadhouse.com or Spotify or iTunes, listen to this on the radio. Come over to the YouTube channel and check this thing out, man. Ugly as sin. Number 1, the Indian Scout, and yes, I could see this being used in the club scene here in the United States. It goes on, a perfect balance between affordability, high performance, and a heck of a design second to none is what accurately describes the Indian Scout. Yes, it has great lines. Yes, I'd love to have one of these. With the 2020 updated version being the Scout Bobber, the sleekly designed bike in all black has certainly made the manufacturers proud and their fans ecstatic. The 1133cc engine is no less respectable, as it packs 100 horsepower, able to generate a top speed of 128 miles an hour. The problem with the bikes under 1200cc is the shifting in the wind, especially if you're riding deuce in a pack. It's just hard as hell on the body, man. You don't want to take one of these nationwide, even though I've done a Sportster with some high miles and stuff, but still. Yeah, I can see this in a motorcycle club here in the United States. Okay, that is Mr. Wizard's top 15 bikes that he says motorcycle clubs are just going wild. There's 3 categories, or, probably more than that, of motorcycle clubs. You got your cruisers, you got your sport bikes, and your off-roaders, man, and your race clubs. So, yeah, maybe some of them fit within those categories, but the title, Mr. Wizard, just, not cool, man. It sounds like most of the time in the article, all you were doing was trying to push a bike. I don't know if hotcars.com gets an affiliate marketing on that, if you're paid by the companies to write for them, but I wouldn't put a title up like that, man. You know, that's just like I was going to the earlier freaking article, man, where they're pushing these titles. And the first article, I really can believe that, you know, somebody's going to get hurt with that, because here they are saying, well, this, you know, thing that they're pushing, they, you know, it's dangerous, blah, 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 but they don't tell the damn audience that it was fish tank cleaner. That is such irresponsible reporting, and the reason why motorcycle clubs don't want to deal with you, man. Who can blame them? Because you don't report the facts like a journalist is supposed to do. You put opinions in, or you put out hit pieces. You don't give people the chance to reply to your stories, and worse, you don't correct them when they're wrong. Now, I sent you a personal email, hey, correct that damn story. You're putting lives in danger with what you're doing. Unfreaking real. You know, let me know what you guys think about that, especially during these times right now. The news is supposed to be taking up the mantle and making sure the facts get out to the people. They're not supposed to put on a damn political agenda or try to sway people. And, you know, weak minds are going to be swayed. They know that. All you have to do is go on Twitter. And me, you know, Twitter is like a freaking horror show for me, man. Yeah, I do it a little bit, not as much as I should, because I just can't stand looking at it. It's like, man, you guys are ugly, most of the... You know what? You ever notice these leftist liberals are uglier than sin? You know why they're mad all the time? They can't get laid. But anyway, the crap that they put out on Twitter, my God. No sensible human damn being would believe what these people are saying. That's why we're working on our Instagram account. That's why, you know, we're killing it over on Facebook, man, with all the followers. I think we're at 71,000 followers or something, and just going through the roof on that, because I'm actually working on it. YouTube's doing good. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. But anyway, what do you guys think about the news today, man? It's a terrible thing. It sure ain't Walter Cronkite anymore, let me tell you. And, you know, news and doing the news is something that, you know, I really like doing. And that's why we have the philosophy, even though a lot of people get mad at us, putting both sides of the story out, because they're not going to do it. And that's why you're seeing a lot of trouble on our channel like we have. Black Dragon, so many others. We are getting throttled down because what's happening is the mainstream media is getting all scared, because you got people like us, the independent freelance journalists, that are doing their thing, and we're getting huge amounts of following taken away from them, and they're already doing bad as it is. That's why it's digital now. You might as well use the papers for toilet paper, because it ain't worthless, you know, it ain't worth nothing. So they're getting all freaked out, and they're trying to get these social media companies to get against guys like me, Black Dragon and stuff, because we're getting the, you know, the word out there the way it's supposed to be, and we're killing their political agenda. And let's face it, social media is now the place to go. It ain't going to one of their sites and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, that's what's going on. But you see why there's another reason. You guys just lie. You know, news is supposed to be facts. You guys just lie. What happened to the journalist code of ethics, man? Right there is just a kick in the balls to a lot of people that believe in true journalism. Anyway, that is our show for today. Don't forget to share it around. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Listen to us on Spotify or iTunes. Take us with on your travels with your motorcycle and your car. Also, let me know how you guys think about the new mic setup for the audio. I know we've been having a lot of problems with audio. Let us know, man. I do got some backups coming as well. With that, I'll talk to you later.